and welcome to Chrysalis Chats. My name is Tanya and I help people transform their diets and lifestyles to be plant-based. I'm so excited to be with you today. I'm having a blast chatting with you in the sun. I'm here literally standing in the lake. I hope you can see me okay. The lighting is kind of like right above my head right now, but I'm literally standing on a rock, and when the waves come up, my feet just get this awesome wave of fresh, cold water. So it's a lot of fun. I hope you're enjoying your day as well. So with that said, this week's theme is all things vegan hacks, how to go vegan 101. And today I'm going to be sharing with you a very important tip, which is eat your veggies. Mama said it first when you were about this tall, okay? And it's true. You should totally eat your veggies. If you're considering transitioning to a vegan diet, eat your vegetables. It's going to be such a huge part of you staying on top of your health and your general state of wellness. Your starting point in life every day can be incredibly influenced by what you're putting into your body, okay? So I'm going to encourage you, as somebody transitioning to a plant-based diet, to really just focus on incorporating vegetables into every meal that you eat. And if it's not every meal, I totally get it. Sometimes you just want to eat like grains or whatever, you just want to eat some chips. And maybe that's like made with corn and that's technically a vegetable, but yeah, it's not the kind of vegetable I'm talking about, because my recommendation to you, this vegan hack, is to incorporate specifically fresh or very lightly cooked vegetables into your meals. And every day, this is gonna have a huge impact. And why is it that I'm saying like fresh, raw vegetables or lightly cooked vegetables? Well, I'm saying that because when you cook vegetables above 118 degrees Fahrenheit, what you're doing is actually disassembling the living enzymes in your veggies. So this is an awesome yellow squash, and I know the farmer who grew this. I love this produce from this farm. This is like the best produce I've ever had in my whole life. They're organic, they grow everything super intimately. They're just like really on top of their crops. They use green manure. I could go on for days about organic farming. If you want to learn more about that, check out my previous videos. I have a whole playlist on getting to know your farmer and GMOs. But anyway, this is a yellow squash, right? And why do I say you need to focus on raw or slightly cooked veggies? Because when those enzymes, they're literally alive, right? So there's something called bioluminescence, and bio meaning of life, luminescence meaning light. So you can look at this with some technology that we've developed, and you can see that it's literally alive. You can see light coming off of it because it's a living organism. It hasn't been frozen, it hasn't been cooked above 118 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's full of life. And when you ingest living foods that are fresh, foods that have life force in them, and this is just as much scientific, if you want to look at it from that lens, as it is spiritual, because this has prana or pranayama within it, flowing through it, even though it's just a vegetable. But when you ingest that into your body, you're bringing in more of that energy into your physical being, right? You're literally bringing in life force into your vessel, into your body, into the physical thing that is how you get around, right, every single day. So I just want to encourage the raw food especially, but if you're just transitioning to a vegan diet, don't sweat it. If you don't like squash uncooked, believe me when I say I understand, and you're going in the right direction. Don't worry about it, because even if you're eating cooked squash that's like really mushy, girl, boy, you, whoever you are, you're doing the right thing. You're literally doing the right thing. And you know what? Even a really cooked squash is going to be so much better for your body, for the environment, for the animals whose lives you're affecting, than no squash, than meat, than something other than a healthy vegetable, okay? So with that said, how can you incorporate this into your cooking? Don't feel overwhelmed. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed when I say, yeah, you need a lot of fruits and veggies, and you need, raw fruits and veggies. It's a lot easier to eat a raw fruit. Let's start there, right? Let's just say a strawberry. Who does not enjoy a fresh strawberry? Unless you don't like strawberries, that's cool. Maybe it's watermelon, maybe it's bananas, maybe it's papaya, maybe it's kale. Maybe you love fresh kale, transitioning to the vegetables, right? But maybe you don't like your fresh vegetables as much. Maybe it's easier to eat your fresh fruits for you than it is to eat your fresh vegetables. Even if you incorporate fresh fruit into your diet with every meal or every other meal, you're still getting the living enzymes and all the benefits. However, if you want to start focusing more on incorporating lightly cooked, I think honestly that's the best place to start. I myself am not a raw vegan, but with that said, I don't tend to cook my food a lot at all. If I'm gonna eat a stir fry, it's like a really quick stir fry. I'll start with my onions, and yeah, I'm gonna cook my onions and my garlic a little bit more usually. Maybe not the garlic so much, I kind of throw that in at the end, but I'm gonna get that sauteing and kind of sweating out its flavor, and then I'll add my squash, and then I'll add my kale last. And basically I'll just cook it until that kale starts to brighten up a little bit. If you've ever just noticed your food as you're cooking it, it's like if you cook the kale, for example, it's gonna start off what it looks like, right? Baseline kale. And then there's a point like soon after you turn on the heat and it starts to ingest the heat where it just brightens up a little bit. That's where I stop it. Oftentimes when you're eating kale that people cook or other vegetables, they cook it down so much, y'all, to where it's literally dead. It's just dead, right? And I used to eat my vegetables like that. I used to just cook them until they were soft and mushy because I thought that was how you cooked vegetables. Nobody had told me this before, and then I started learning more about it, just like I hope you're gaining something from this video. And then I realized, you know what? Raw fruits and veggies, that's the way to go, because my body responded better to it, and I learned more about the whole idea of a living enzyme and all the antioxidants like vitamin C that are preserved in your food until you cook it. Because when you cook it, it's not only the living enzymes that disappear, it's actually a lot of the antioxidants. A lot of the antioxidants, which are really important for stabilizing free radicals in your body, aka really important for preventing aging, really important for preventing cancer, antioxidants are. You can maintain more antioxidants in your food, in other words, without cooking it so high. So that's just a really important vegan hack I wanted to share with you today. You can also enjoy your fresh veggies in a salad if you like. And you can experiment a little bit. Like maybe you like raw kale as long as you slice it really nice and thin, but maybe you're not about to eat some raw squash, you know? I don't blame you. Maybe you could incorporate that into your meal though. And instead of cooking everything to death, you could just cook your squash, and then you could have your raw kale or your fresh lettuce with your fresh tomatoes and stuff as your side dish, and you're still having living enzymes. You're still eating a plant-based diet. You're still reducing your risk for heart disease, for diabetes. You're still increasing your energy levels. You're still gonna feel really good about that meal, and you're winning, okay? Don't feel discouraged, but I do wanna be sure to just bring to you as somebody who cares about, you as you're going vegan and as you're transitioning onto a healthier plant-based lifestyle, that you really incorporate your vegetables. If you're not raised that way, it's not always the easiest to just do. And I get it. Like I was raised with some really good fruits and vegetables from the garden that my grandfather grew, which was awesome. But at the same time, I was eating like really processed frozen meals, like taquitos, whatever that is, however inappropriate culturally that is, like a taco and a burrito taquito. I think that's what they were going for. But I was eating like pizza rolls and just like really garbage kind of like pizza that I thought was just delicious as a child. But at the same time, it was not helping me grow. It was not helping me feel my best. And so anyway, I just want to share that with you, no matter if you're like a youngster right now, or you're an elder, or you're somewhere in between and you're like a millennial, like me, then I just wanted to encourage you, just don't force yourself, of course, but encourage yourself to be a little more disciplined in incorporating fresh vegetables and fruits into your diet, or lightly cooked, like lightly sauteed, right? Veggies into your diet. And you're gonna feel, I promise you, so much better, okay? Because a lot of times vegans might be eating more processed stuff, and if you don't eat that fresh stuff, you're really not bringing your body what it needs to live. So the more plant-based you go, the more you want to focus, in other words, on eating more living foods, because it's going to increase your vitality and also your access to the nutrients in the food, right? As we discussed about antioxidants. So friends, with that said, I just want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, I'm so excited that you're here, but be sure that you like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that little bell so that you get the notifications when I upload daily videos, daily vegan support videos, okay? I would so appreciate it. And do put a comment down below. Let us know how things are going in your journey. If you're a longtime vegan and you're watching this, how have you incorporated successfully fresh fruits and veggies into your diet on a regular basis? Or maybe you struggled with that. We would like to know. Let us know. If you're brand new to it, tell us ways that you're thinking right now that you're just gonna incorporate this stuff in your diet more creatively. I would love to hear what you're dealing with and what your ideas are around this, and just have a little conversation about it. So with that, my friends, if you're just a little caterpillar and you're just starting off and you don't know where to go and what to do, don't worry about it. But if you're a full-fledged butterfly and you're already whipping up recipes in the kitchen like a pro, awesome. Either way, you're a rock star. Thank you so much for being part of the solution, not the problem. With that, have a beautiful rest of your day, you awesome butterfly. Namaste.